Greetings to all you lovely DayZ nerds. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Trader Yen. I'm a shopkeeper in DayZ on Sunnyvale Server 12. I'm going to give a shout out to all of my Sunnyvalers out there. You guys are awesome. And thank you to Cyanotic for running the Sunnyvale servers and making them a great place to play DayZ. So today we're going to be showing you how to connect power to your base. I'll show you some basic ways first and then the most efficient way. So the first method I'm going to show you is the battery power. For this, you're just going to need a large battery and a metal wire. Most batteries will work and can be looted or purchased at a vehicle trader. The metal wire can be purchased at building trader. Just put your battery of choice in your hand, attach the wire, and then walk up to the item that you want to connect. And there you can hear the refrigerator running, so you know the power is working. So the downside to using the battery as a power source is that you will go through a lot of batteries with no real sustainable way to recharge them. And having to reconnect the batteries all the time will interrupt your flow of power. So really not the best way to power your base. But will work in a pinch. If you're in a field trying to make planks with a sawmill and you just need a temporary power source, this is great. You know, because you can just hook the wire up, hook it up to your sawmill, and make all the planks you need out of the logs you've harvested. The power generator is another way of powering your base. For this, you'll need the power generator itself, a spark plug, a jerry can of gasoline, a cable reel. All of these can be purchased from the building trader. Most can be looted except for the power generator itself. To set up your generator, you just set it down wherever you want to put it, usually in an out-of-the-way place. I have it right in the middle of the floor right now, just to show you what I'm doing here. So I've got the spark plug in there, put my jerry can in hand. We're going to go ahead and fuel this up. Doesn't eat a whole lot of fuel, but you will have to keep refueling it as time goes on. And then you're going to take a cable reel and plug it into the generator and then connect it to anything you're trying to power. Now, of course, you don't hear the refrigerator running. Why? Because we haven't turned the power generator on. But you can hook up 4 items to the power generator at once. Okay, so we're just out of range for this one, so I'm going to go ahead and place this down and daisy chain it. Sorry, we got some helicopter traffic overhead. Alright, so we're just going to connect that there. And that's 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to go ahead and plug 4 things up to this real quick. So the compressor is a little different. Compressor, you're going to have to place the cable reel down, take it into hand, plug it in, and then place the compressor back down. Alright, so now that we have 4 things, you can see the plugs inside of on the power generator there, all plugged in. The problem with this power generator though is it's loud, and you're going to have to keep it on all the time in order to power things. You can see the battery charger is yellow, so you know it's working, so you can charge your batteries. The power generator, you're going to have to keep fuel in it all the time. And it is loud, so it's just not, again, a very efficient way of running your power. You'll notice that even though I turn the power off, that mag pump is still running. Generally, if it's in the middle of the loading or unloading process while it has power, it'll finish the process before it stops. Finally, we have our most efficient power source, the solar panel. Isn't it pretty? So, this may take a little time to get set up and working properly, but once it's done, you shouldn't have to mess with it again. I'm showing you my preferred way of setting these up. Some of you may have your own way of doing it, but this is how I've had the best results. Okay, so you want to make sure that your solar panel is actually facing the south. If you have a compass, you'll have that compass direction on the top of your screen, and just make sure it's pointing as south as you can. This gives it the most sun exposure, and you'll have less issues with your battery draining outside of the solar panel. I prefer using a truck battery. You put that on the inside of it, and you can close this. You can lock it. It does have a lock. I tend not to put locks on them because I have noticed in the past that it will cause a disruption of power. And I don't like to have to restring all of these power cables every time it just decides to mess up. So we've got our solar panel facing the south. We've got our battery in there. I'm going to go ahead and plug your first cable reel into your solar panel. You can just place this anywhere and leave it out in the open if you want. In order to connect 4 things up to this solar panel, the best way to do that is to DayZ chain, which means you connect your first cable reel to it, grab another cable reel, connect that to the first one, and then take it to the item that you want to power. Walk right up on top of it till it says connect. Hit connect. You can hear the refrigerator running. You know it's working. I like to reposition these reels so they're kind of out of the way so they don't get picked up accidentally or shot up in case there's a zombie in the base, just so that they're just not, you know, out in the open looking ugly. Another option is if you don't like the cable reels being out in the open, connect that one up. You can place down a locker or some kind of storage, and you should be able to put your cable reel. It'll float a little bit. It might even poke out of the door a little bit. This won't hurt the power. It looks a little nicer, and it serves the same purpose. Okay. Again, I'm going to reposition this so that it's kind of out of the way. Make sure that your battery charger is switched on, and you'll know that it has power because the little yellow box will be there. Otherwise, it'll be a little white box. If you have something that you're trying to power that is a little bit further away, like say a car lift, it's outside, you can extend your DayZ chain. It doesn't just have to be 2 cable reels, it can be multiple. That one still only took 2. You'll also be able to see if it's gone too far because you see how the white outline is. It looks empty right now. If you get too far away, the cable will fill back up and the image will change. So here I'm out of range and you can see the difference. So this is not going to reach my coffee machine, so I'm just going to tuck this one under the stairs. Grab another cable reel, go ahead and connect that one. I already have a cable connected to this coffee machine, so it's not going to accept this one. There we go. You could hear it click. It just disconnected. Just hit reposition, connect, position again, tuck this in the back. Let's see. So when you go to connect any more than 4 cables to this solar panel, instead of saying plug in, it's going to say connect, which it doesn't do anything. It's just going to put it on the ground. The spool is still full. It doesn't work. So once you hit 4 items per on the solar panel, you'll have to put up another one. Go ahead and plug this other refrigerator in. Okay. And that's how we connect power up in DayZ. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I hope that this video helped you figure out how to power your base and you choose the best method that works for you. If you guys have any questions or comments, just leave them down in the comments below. I will read those and answer your questions. If there's any content you'd like to see in the future, any tutorial videos or anything, just let me know that as well. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate you guys watching and have a sunny day.